Hi, I'm Simon from Green Oil, and today we're going to be using Agent Apple. This is a professional strength degreaser. A lot of people ask the difference between Agent Apple degreaser and clean chain degreaser. Well, clean chain's great for sticking onto the chain. It's like a jelly. You put it on the chain, spin the cranks, and then clean it off so you can degrease the chain without taking the chain off the bike. Agent Apple is stronger for like a super shiny result. It's better if you take the chain off the bike and then immerse it into Agent Apple, and the same applies if you're degreasing anything like a cassette. Now we're going to be degreasing the chain on this Brompton bike, which has been caning the streets of London, probably had a couple of layers of lubricant on there, and we're going to clean it up and make it shiny again using Agent Apple. Just look at that grime. First take the chain off. This will be going into the Eco Rider Deluxe tub, which is perfect for having the chain flat at the bottom of it. Okay, so here we have the grimy chain. It's probably been over-oiled and not serviced for a year or more. It's in the tub. We're going to put a pencil underneath the tub to kind of bring half of it up. So it's a very slight angle. Whoops. And then we're going to pour Agent Apple into the tub. Now this is going to completely immerse the chain, and you'll be able to see it take action almost instantly. You can leave the chain in overnight, good results after 4 hours. But even after a few minutes, you start to see an impact. So here we have the chain. It's actually been here just under 10 minutes, and already grime that would be very difficult to get off is pretty loose. It's going to scrub it a tiny bit with a toothbrush, and you see it's just lifting off. This is a genuine thing. So you know, might not be as always easy as this, but for most chain lubes, including our own, it does come off this easily. So there we have a pretty nicely clean chain there. This stuff is technically irritant. We use a chemical which is found in orange peel, and for that reason you'll see the irritant logo on there. It's not particularly damaging to my own hands, so I'm happy to manhandle it. Instead of paraffin and petrochemicals, it utilises plant-based ingredients. We also use bioethanol sourced from the European Union, although my hands will get a little bit grimy. Turn on the light there, you can see it's already a lot shinier. That's just with a light cleaning. I'm now going to take it to a sink and give it a better scrub with the toothbrush. And of course that's an old toothbrush. Don't use your toothbrush from your little sister's bathroom or something. Yeah, always use an old toothbrush, and don't use it to brush your teeth again. So I'm going to take this to the sink now, and we're going to clean it up completely. That's that side, and you see on the other side still pretty grimy. Again, just to show you again, sort of rubbing that off just a little bit with the toothbrush. It's getting it quite nice and clean already. Okay, so we can do the sort of last step of the cleaning of the Agent Apple here. Again, look at that, this comes off really easily. This is the other side of the chain now. So I'm scrubbing the whole chain, occasionally rinsing the brush. Just so your hands do get pretty filthy doing this kind of stuff. You can wear neoprene gloves, and it is advised to do so, especially if you're using one of our competitors' products, which might contain PTFE, and that makes a carcinogen in its production, so it's not particularly good stuff. our product's all natural, so much less harmful. Probably shouldn't put it back into the grime there. Okay, so done that. Now we're going to rinse it down with water. That lovely and shiny there. Just wash my own hands a little bit. And finally, with a rag, you can put a bit of agent apple on it. And run your chain through the rag. Of course, when you do use agent apple, try to not get it too near your paintwork on your bike, because it can break down some paints. It's pretty strong stuff. Okay, so I've done that with a bit of the rag with the agent apple on. When we're particularly meticulous, you can get these bits of grime off between the links as well, if you want to have a super shiny chain. Okay, look at that. That's pretty clean, and remember it was just an agent apple for about 10 minutes, so for best results you can leave it in overnight. But as you can see, it's pretty damn clean, unlike my hands. And now the chain on this Brompton is absolutely sparkling clean. You really do notice the difference if you're riding with a clean chain with a little bit of oil on. Really does feel smooth. That's the power of Agent Apple. So you can use Agent Apple also on a rag being an old t-shirt or anything like that. So here we're going to just rub clean the parts of the bike there. Got the spokes. That's a classic one for rubbing clean with degreaser. So the difference between those two can be quite significant. Also on the wheel rim, Agent Apple makes light work of any grime on a wheel rim. See there, nice and clean almost instantly. So if you look at that, the difference is quite significant. Okay. Now after use, Agent Apple will start to separate from the grime, so the grime will stay at the bottom of the tub and the Agent Apple will be at the top there. So you can actually reuse the product a couple of times, around 3 times. So you can pour that back into the Agent Apple bottle. Believe it or not, that will usually separate and the grime will be at the bottom. So you can skim the good Agent Apple off the top and reuse it.